Hey there, nostalgia lovers! Welcome to Nostalgia Area. Did you know the 1980s gave us not just big hair and breakdancing, but also some of the weirdest inventions ever created? We're talking motorized ice cream cones, TV screens the size of a credit card, and shoes that needed air pumps to function. Some were ahead of their time. Others were clearly the result of one too many cans of Tab. Stick around because in today's video, we're counting down the most bizarre inventions of the 80s you never knew existed. You'll laugh, you'll cringe, and you'll probably wonder how anyone thought these were a good idea. Let's dive into the neon-drenched madness. Who needs a light switch when you can just slap your hands together like you're applauding a Broadway show? The clapper let you control your lights with a simple clap until your dog barked, the TV got loud, or someone coughed and suddenly you were in the dark.
With the clapper, I only need 2 claps.
It was peak laziness and peak innovation. Upgrade your clapper to something that doesn't turn off when your cat sneezes. Check out smart home tech in the description. Too much wrist movement got you down? The 1980s heard your cries for help and gave us the motorized ice cream cone, a gloriously unnecessary solution to a problem nobody actually had. Just load up your scoop, push a button, and watch as the cone spins itself, transforming the simple joy of eating ice cream into a bizarre mechanized spectacle.
Motorized ice cream cone. July is National Ice Cream Month.
Whether it was a genuine attempt at convenience or just an excuse to put batteries in everything, the motorized ice cream cone proved one thing. When it comes to snack time laziness, humanity knows no bounds. Because clearly, licking in a circle was just too much effort. Long before binge watching on your phone was a thing, Sony introduced the Watchman, a portable, pocket-sized black and white television. Sounds cool, right? Well, reception was awful unless you stood by a window, held the antenna just right, and hoped the clouds aligned.
A Sony Watchman from 1986.
Still, in the 80s, it made you feel like James Bond. In 1989, Reebok changed the game, or at least the shoe, with the pump. You'd squeeze the little basketball on the tongue and your sneakers inflated for a tighter fit. Kids thought they could jump higher. Adults thought they were ridiculous.
And I have MVP feet. That's why I plan to pump from Reebok.
But you couldn't walk into a schoolyard without seeing someone stomping their feet, trying to get the perfect pump. Feel like an 80s baller without the squeaky feet. Reeboks and other retro kicks are linked below. Imagine Cabbage Patch Kids, but with explosive snot, rotting teeth, and names like Puking Paula or Barfin' Ben. That was Garbage Pail Kids, the trading cards that gave your parents a mild panic attack.
The Greaser is one of 176 varieties of the latest adolescent fad.
They were gross, banned in schools, and weirdly addictive. If you had the whole collection, congrats. You were either the coolest or the most concerning kid in class. Before Blu-rays and DVDs, there was the LaserDisc. These massive 12-inch discs promised pristine movie quality, but you had to flip the disc halfway through the film, assuming you hadn't already scratched it by breathing too hard nearby.
That looks good, maybe a smudge or something on it, not terrible though.
The problem with LaserDiscs was that they were expensive, high maintenance, and utterly impractical. In the end, LaserDiscs were doomed by their own absurdity. But for a brief, shining moment, they were the pinnacle of home theater snobbery. Proof that sometimes the best technology isn't the one that wins, but the ones that makes you say, wait, why did this even exist? Ah, yes, the Delorean, the stainless steel car with gull-wing doors that screamed futuristic. Beneath its jaw-dropping exterior, the Delorean was plagued with problems. Its underpowered engine struggled to live up to its sports car aspirations. Its build quality was questionable at best, and its hefty price tag made it a tough sell for a machine that couldn't outrun a minivan.
Today, let's take a detailed look at the iconic Delorean DMC-12.
But then came Back to the Future, and overnight, the DeLorean went from automotive punchline to pop culture legend. The car's real-life failures suddenly didn't matter. It was forever cemented as the time-traveling icon of the 80s. The 1980s, a decade obsessed with diet culture and quick-fix weight loss schemes, may have reached peak absurdity with the anti-eating face mask.
Anti-eating face mask is an apparatus that...
Picture this, a literal face cage strapped onto your head like a medieval torture device, its metal bars positioned just so to prevent you from opening your mouth wide enough to take a bite. The logic was simple. If you couldn't eat, you wouldn't eat. Problem solved. Forget willpower or healthy habits. The solution was apparently to mechanically imprison your face until you surrendered to hunger. Picture this. A kid sits in a doctor's office, nervously awaiting a shot or stitches. Instead of a lollipop or a comforting teddy bear, they're handed Pedisedate, a pair of special headphones that doubled as a sedation delivery system.
Our solution helps children cope with traumatic situations by giving them control.
As soothing music plays, a gentle stream of nitrous oxide, yes, laughing gas, flows into their ears, easing their nerves, or at least making them too loopy to panic. Unsurprisingly, the FDA wasn't thrilled. Between the risk of improper dosing and the sheer "why would you do this" factor, Pedisedate didn't last long. Imagine a spider made of plastic legs slowly crawling over your scalp. That's the electronic head massager, a device that promised relaxation but mostly just made you look like you were being interrogated by aliens.
It is an electric cordless scalp massager by a company called Comfort.
Some people loved it. Others screamed the first time they tried it. Either way, it was peak weird 80s wellness. Want the good kind of tingles? Check out the links in the description for updated versions that won't scare your cat. Who says the bathroom has to be boring? Enter toilet golf, the ultimate invention for multitaskers who like to stay productive, even while taking care of business. This 1980s novelty lets you practice your putting skills on a tiny green that fits snugly around your toilet base, complete with a mini club, a couple of golf balls, and even a flagstick. It turned every trip to the bathroom into a chance to improve your short game.
The game for the avid golfer, and it even comes with a sign that you put on your door.
Sure, it was ridiculous, probably unhygienic, and mostly gifted as a gag. But it found its way into man caves, bachelor pads, and offices with questionable HR policies. It's a strange reminder that in the 80s, no activity was off limits for commercialization, even a bathroom break. Before smartphones fit in your pocket, mobile phones came in briefcases. These early portable phones were the size of a toaster, weighed as much as a bowling ball, and had the battery life of a fruit fly.
There's nothing. Oh, but what's this? There's my cell phone.
Want to make a call? You needed an antenna, a power source, and the arm strength of a bodybuilder. But hey, if you whipped one out in public, you were instantly seen as a high-flying Wall Street exec or a secret agent. As impractical as they were, these briefcase phones were the start of our mobile obsession, laying the groundwork for the gadgets we now can't live without. At first glance, Teddy Ruxpin was just a cute animatronic bear with a cassette player in his back. But once he started talking, blinking, and moving his mouth in perfect sync with a story, kids were either totally enchanted or deeply creeped out.
Kids now read along with every word synced to an app.
Teddy would read stories out loud as his mechanical face twitched along. And if you synced him with other toy characters like Grubby the Caterpillar, well, you had the makings of a robotic toy cult. He was groundbreaking for interactive storytelling, but also responsible for more than a few nightmares. Let's just say, if his batteries ran low at night, things got real spooky. Be kind, rewind. That was the golden rule of VHS rentals, and if you didn't follow it, Blockbuster would fine you. Enter the VHS Tape Rewinder, a dedicated device whose sole purpose was to rewind your tapes so your actual VCR wouldn't wear out. They often look like sports cars, spaceships, or something straight out of a sci-fi flick. Some even made cool revving sounds while they worked. Completely unnecessary? Probably. But in the 80s, these things were everywhere, and they made you feel like a true home theater pro. So there you have it, the most bizarre inventions of the 1980s. Some of them were visionary, others were downright absurd, and a few are making a comeback today in strange, nostalgic ways. Which of these made you laugh, cringe, or go, wait, that was real? Let us know in the comments, and tell us if we missed any 80s oddities you remember. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more retro rabbit holes, and click the bell so you don't miss what we dig up next. And hey, if you're into quirky collectibles or want a blast from the past, check the description for links to vintage toys, gadgets, and even a pair of pump sneakers to relive your glory days. Until next time, stay weird and stay nostalgic.